Welcome to our latest update on the global financial reset. Today, we're exploring the latest developments in Iraq's banking reforms, Saudi-US relations, and the future of money. From the global currency reset to the truth about Fort Knox, we're covering it all. Iraq's banking sector has received a major boost after the U.S. Treasury Department and the Federal Reserve praised the country's efforts to reform the industry. The Central Bank of Iraq announced that the U.S. Treasury Department and the Federal Reserve commended the CBI and the Iraqi government's efforts to reform the banking industry. In another significant development, Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman received U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio in Riyadh on Monday, February 17th. This marks Rubio's first visit to Saudi Arabia in his new position. According to reports, Rubio is in Saudi Arabia for talks with Russia on Ukraine. In a major breakthrough, reports indicate that the global military alliance has confirmed mass arrests are underway, and President Trump has given the green light to activate the emergency broadcast system. The privately owned Federal Reserve and IRS ceased operations on Thursday, January 30th, 2025. The global currency reset is also underway, with Basel IV-compliant banks publicly announcing new gold and commodity-backed currency international rates. Iraq's oil minister, Hayyan Abdul Ghani, has announced that a delegation from Baghdad will arrive to finalize procedures for oil exports from the Kurdistan region. The minister expressed confidence that the procedures will be completed within a week, paving the way for the resumption of oil production in Kurdish oil fields. Breaking news: Elon Musk's Doge has announced an audit into the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, for fraud, abuse, and waste. This development comes as a surprise, and we'll be monitoring the situation closely to provide updates as more information becomes available. In other news, Vietnam's trade revenue reached a record high of $786.29 billion in 2024, representing a 15.4% increase compared to 2023. The country's exports rose by 14.3%, while imports grew by 16.7%, resulting in a trade surplus of $24.77 billion. It's worth noting that the concept of gold-backed currencies is not new. In 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt made owning gold in the U.S. a federal crime, forcing citizens to exchange their gold for Federal Reserve bank notes. But what really happened to the gold in Fort Knox? In 1974, an article in a New York periodical alleged that the Rockefeller family was manipulating the Federal Reserve to sell off Fort Knox gold at bargain basement prices to anonymous European speculators. In 1982, Reagan's Gold Commission reported back to Congress with a shocking revelation: the U.S. Treasury owned no gold at all. All the gold that was left in Fort Knox was now owned by the Federal Reserve, a group of private bankers, as collateral against the national debt. The truth of the matter is that never before has so much money been stolen from the hands of the general public and put into the hands of a small group of private investors, the money changers. Breaking news: supporters of impeached President Yoon Suk Yeol broke into the Seoul Western District Court, protesting the formal arrest warrant issued for the president.